a perfect time to spread a little bit of Christmas cheer here on the eve of the arrival of our Lord and Savior by going over certain other people getting into the festive spirit, and that would be Naughty Dog we're taking a look at. Oh god, if we wanted to keep our spirits high, we should never look over to the misery simulator that once great studio has now become, because they put out their holiday card for 2024 written in, I don't know, man, who really cares? Because you look at that motley crew of characters that they have to represent a company that has been around since 1984, and well, it was actually put extremely well by Ma here over on Twitter. Crazy to think that Naughty Dog has been a company since 1984, and their Christmas card 40 years later showcases characters from only 3 different games, one of which isn't even out yet. Yeah, exactly. You have Nathan Drake, but you don't have his wife Elena. You have his former side piece in Chloe, which I'm not exactly that mad at, because Uncharted 2 is great in no small part due to Chloe's inclusion. I think she's a great character, mostly because she was written by Amy Hennig. Meanwhile, you have 3 characters from The Last of Us, one of which won't be celebrating Christmas this year, and the other one, well, can't quite play that guitar that they want to lug around now. Ellie's gay, you know. Then you got the big man on campus in the background, in between sets, hilariously caressing the person that they tried to turn into a club bag. Huh. Very, very strange. But of course, front and center, trying to use all of the goodwill, right? At least that you can get from half of that screen. Because Nathan Drake, man, I'd have to go back, but then that would also require me to play Uncharted 4. But to just really see how much character damage he has been inflicted with, as far as I can remember, it's like there's still goodwill behind Nathan Drake. God, I don't want Uncharted 5 where Nathan is just a pathetic failed father, probably, gone through a recent divorce, being lugged around by his very smart, very bright daughter, who is originally supposed to be a son, but Neil Druckmann's brilliant inclusion into the story of Uncharted 4 on top of the strong black woman was to turn the son into a daughter for no discernible reason whatsoever. Just, I should have a daughter, because we can't have, proper father-son games outside of God of War. But that's Snoy, right? That's also very Snoy. It's bullshit. Criticism levied by idiots. But yeah, man, you got Naughty Dog's two franchises, the only ones that I guess they're proud of, not being the progenitors of Crash Bandicoot. I guess you got a little bit of a nod there with the paw print, I guess, kind of. Nothing from Jack and Daxter. Nothing. No. We only have a memory of everything that Neil Druckmann was a part of and nothing else. And I'm sure Intergalactic chick is gonna fit in so well, because Tati Gabrielle, who isn't much of a looker to begin with, actually gets uglied up. Because it's kind of crazy, right? Because it's based on, I guess, by that name, probably Black and Hispanic. I don't know. And I don't really care either. Are you a good actor or not? Are you well suited for the role? Well, apparently not, because Neil might have been looking for an Asian, and you just, I don't know, had the haircut for it. But Tati Gabrielle speaks on being cast as Jordan in Naughty Dog's Intergalactic. Yeah, once again, just another really inspired name that you have right there. What's the name? Jordan. Ooh. Then we wonder why there's no real memorable new characters coming out in games recently. You got uninspired character designs coupled with just real schlocky naming conventions. Anyways, I'm incredibly grateful and excited for this opportunity to work on this game. OCA, all's off to a good start here. And with the video game god himself, Neil Druckmann. Oh my god. And the whole Naughty Dog team. Thank you, Neil, for seeing me and trusting me with this new baby of yours. I promise to make you a proud dude. Well, yeah, exactly, because now we're hearing from Tati Gabrielle, and well, her attacking gamers, that would actually make Neil Druckmann proud. Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet actress Tati Gabrielle attacks gamers, ignites further controversy. This game is going to sell dozens of copies, because there's some dyed-in-the-wall Sony ponies that are just going to go ahead and support any kind of slop that is out there. I just kind of want to know what kind of mental gymnastics they're doing in order to support Naughty Dog at the same time, but then also not break their own necks in on and around Stellar Blade and that controversy. I wonder how that ended up shaking out. I don't really care. I'm not 14 years old anymore. The console wars mean jack shit to me. Just put everything everywhere all at once, if you will. Anyways, the gaming community has erupted in response to the recent social media attack by Tati Gabrielle, the lead actress of Naughty Dog's latest title, Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. And I hate the fact that they're casting actors and actresses for video games. I think that it's super uninspired, and that's just leading to the mundanity of gaming, especially out of the West. You don't get any inspired art choices. You just get, the same old boring people. But anyways, Gabrielle has come under controversy. I'm sorry, under fire rather, after responding dismissively to fan backlash at her game's trailer, sparking further controversy around its less than stellar reception. Tati Gabrielle, who plays Jordan in Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, via her Instagram stories. You mad, bro? And what was the picture that she tweeted out? Oh shit, it's this one. Oh, okay, Tati Gabrielle was right there on the official Instagram account. You mad bro, right down there. That's the screenshot, because obviously it's been taken down now. And yeah, we talked about this when it first came out, and I used it in the context of The Witcher. And I would pull up the original tweet, but guess what? The artist got rid of the post. But it's still making waves out there, don't you worry about that. But on her personal social media, the outspoken activist actress shared fan-made artwork depicting her alongside Ciri from the Witcher series. And the image features the characters enjoying drinks, labeled fragile masculinity, get it? And so DEI-licious. Accompanying the artwork was Gabrielle's provocative comment, you mad bro? No, not really. It's just, it's funny to see somebody who's attached to a project that requires people to buy it in order for it to be successful purposefully antagonize would-be consumers. Because there was a point in time, Naughty Dog was right up there with BioWare when it came to a guaranteed banger. Those times are long in the past. Throw CD Projekt Red on that pile, because yeah, for as good, from what I hear, as Cyberpunk 2077 eventually became 3 years after release, you still can't sweep that launch under the carpet. It was a buggy mess. And looking at the people who are working on The Witcher 4, yeah, there's serious concerns over there. So yeah, when you're a company that's on the ropes, when you're a company specifically in Naughty Dog that hasn't released a new title, they've done re-release after re-release after repackaging after repackaging, but nothing unique since 2020's. Oh right, and what game was that? Oh right, The Last of Us Part 2. There wasn't much of a buzz around that game, right? No, nothing at all. Nothing controversial about that one at all whatsoever. No? Oh, okay, cool. But it looks like, yeah, that's kind of the popular sentiment. I didn't know about this, but it's like, yeah, exactly. You mad, bro? No, not really. I think that you're an idiot for putting that out in the world, because, yeah, you rely on other people's money in order to be continued, or rather to continue to work. It's just not a smart decision that you're making. But yeah, I'm not mad. According to Steve, I don't know who Steve is, but he's a smart man. I'm not mad. I'm just not buying the game, and that will have zero impact on my life. Exactly. It's funny to watch them twist in the wind right now. Gabrielle has a history of incendiary activist comments and the vocal proponent of DEI in gaming and Hollywood. And speaking to the list in 2023, Gabrielle doubled down on false assertion that in order to identify with a character, a child must look exactly like them. Well, yeah, of course, because I've never heard of her before. Okay, nothing against her. I haven't seen any of the work that she's done, but in that breath, I haven't heard anything about her. Therefore, she can't be that type of second look talent. I highly doubt that she's, this diamond in the rough. I kind of doubt it. This mentality spits in the face of universal characters who embody, yes, intangible morals like heroism, a devotion to family. It essentially states that human beings can only relate to those who look exactly like them. This mentality only divides humanity further, siloing us off from one another and ignoring the idea of shared experiences. Yeah, no, very, very well put. But that's something, yeah, that Naughty Dog is quite familiar with. Many gamers feel that Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, will be just the latest game to prioritize diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives at the expense of their engaging gameplay and storytelling. Because, yeah, here's the thing about Naughty Dog games. Well, their stories, to a lesser extent with Uncharted, it was more or less just gigantic set pieces that were really pushing, especially 3 and, a little bit more so with 4. But they haven't really been at the cutting edge of gameplay for a long time. So yeah, you always knew that was going to suffer. But hey, if you can put a good story out there, that's the one thing about gaming. It's like your story can fall short as long as you have compelling gameplay. With Naughty Dog, that's off the table. You can have less than stellar, less than up-to-date gameplay, as long as you have banger characters and a fantastic plot. But 2020 was a while back, but it's not that far out of people's memory to know that, oh yeah, that story, those characters we're getting, yeah, it's probably not going to be good, because if it's the same team that worked on that's going to be working on Intergalactic, While another studio might have received the benefit of the doubt, Naughty Dog is firmly in the crosshairs of angry gamers after it turned its zombie survival series, The Last of Us, into just another girl boss adventure in The Last of Us Part 2. No, that was definitely the least of that game's concerns. All of the characters spoke like modern-day tards. The world building and the character interactions were more ham-fisted than your average Saturday evening at Druckmann's place. So if Abby was Al, still wouldn't change what was ultimately wrong with the game. The contrived way that Joel just, I don't know, left 50 IQ points outside of that lodge where he ended up getting his head caved in. That would have been stupid if it was Abby or anyone else. And then Ellie at the end not wanting to continue the cycle of violence, letting person that killed her surrogate father and bit her fingers off just a couple of minutes prior to that, just let her go because I'm gonna try to be the bigger person. And it's just, oh god, it was also AIDS. So yeah, that's why people, and it's still, they're keeping those numbers up, are unwilling to give Naughty Dog and Intergalactic the benefit of the doubt because it also just looks so uninspired. And it's not because it's a girl boss. That character right there, its introduction, we went through it before, and it's just snarky trash that was already outdated years back, and given the fact that this is going to be in the years to come because there was no concrete release date on this. We don't know, 25, 26, 27 even, and the fact that it's been in development since 2020 lets you know that all of those Summer of Love sentiments are going to be all over the DNA of this game. We've seen a plot leak, okay? We read through one before, and it doesn't seem that inspired. It seems like this right here is full-on, full-blown 5-alarm Neil Druckmann. I'm sure the critics are going to love it. I'm sure that the audience is going to either be indifferent to it or absolutely hate it. It's going to be a disaster. I'm just waiting to see what the spin is ultimately going to be when this trash fire does come to the surface. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.